I'm going to give Cooking with Kya until maybe the end of the summer before she is completely ruined, before she completely has ruined her name, her brand, and really her newfound fame. She needs a team. You know, she needs people around her, a little older, to kind of guide her with some of the things that she say, to help her not speak on certain things, and to just teach her how to speak if she's looking to continue to be, you know, like a public figure. At one point they was rooting for her, and now that she allegedly got caught cheating on her boyfriend, that's all kid stuff. And I'm gonna speak from a space where I know she's 20, he's 20, they 21, somewhere up in their early 20s. First and foremost, this type of behavior is expected because she's young. And this is why we try to tell young people not to get in relationships, because it comes with a lot of emotions, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of things that y'all just can't quite sort out on your own. Y'all don't even know how to sort out your own emotions, let alone somebody else's. And now they're saying that she supposedly cheated, but it was the fact that she lacked that accountability. Not that I'm surprised, because at 20, who's taking accountability? I mean, women in their 40s, 30s, and 50s is not even taking accountability.
If I was one, that would be embarrassing for you. Like, why would you stay with a whore? Why would you cry for a whore when she says she wants you to go get established and that she doesn't want to be in a relationship? Why would you literally cry? Okay, like, y'all, I never seen a man cry like that. And I'm not, men can cry, but it just got to the point where it's like, dang, like, every time I tell you anything like that.
First, I want to tell every young man or young woman, do not let social media ever make you feel like you need to be established at 20 years old. That is not likely, and that is not realistic. There are some 20-year-olds that may be established. They may have been put into a position from their family. Mom, dad may have set their future up in a good way. Or you may be one of the few, such as Kya, who could possibly, you know, win from social media. But that's not likely for everybody. And so I think that it was very unfair for her to say, I just want him to be established. Everybody does not get the opportunity that you got, Kya. And when it comes to young men, they definitely don't get put on nearly as easy as a girl. Girls can clap their booties and make a little bit of food. Girls can just be cute. Girls can just, you know, there's so many ways for women of all ages to really get money. Those same opportunities are not there for young men. So I think that part was very unfair, and I don't want no young man feeling like he needs to be established at the age of 20, because when you put that type of pressure on a young man, it starts to send him out to do other things, rather it's a whole lot of other things that they don't need to be out here doing. Secondly, the accountability. When you supposedly got caught cheating, this is not to blame Kya. This is really to give you young people a little insight to just kind of learn from it. It is okay, you guys, to say, you know what, my bad, or you know what, I didn't really see him standing behind me, and you know, whatever the case is, it's okay to apologize. It's okay to recognize when you're wrong. Don't start gaslighting somebody talking about some, well then why you would have hold in. That's like not fair, you know, that's like emotional abuse to that young man. And last but not least, to say, well, why is you crying over a hoe then? If I'm such a hoe, why are you crying over me? Well, he's crying over you because he loves you. He's crying over you because his feelings are already wrapped up into you. This is a prime example of why men do not feel safe with women. And young ladies, I want y'all to pay attention to some of the things that Kya is doing so that y'all can learn from it. Now, when Kya got up there and expressed that, I never seen a man cry like that. Like, why you keep crying then? You crying over him. When you say things like that, men are now going to look at you as like not a safe place. Are they going to still talk to her? Of course. Are they going to still rock with her? Of course. Are they still going to try to have sex with her? Of course. Are they still going to try to make her their girlfriend? Of course. Because there's other things that come along with that, like the spotlight, the attention, you know, just the ideal of her. They're going to still go after her, but they're not going to let their guards down with her, because she has now put another man's business out there. And one thing about men, they stick to the code. All they got to see is a girl treat one dude one way, and most dudes is gonna stick to the code. This a real dude world out here. Girls, y'all like fake girls. Y'all don't stick with each other like the men stick with each other. All you gotta do is treat one dude one way, and they all following suit. Man, bro, she ain't no good, man. No, you see how she did that? Like, they don't play them type games. I guarantee you he won't ever open up like that again to another woman. So now, because he's gave that a chance. He shared his vulnerability, he shared his emotions, he shared how he truly felt about a girl, and now it's all over the internet. Do you honestly think that that young man is going to ever give a woman that piece of him again? He's probably not. So when we're often walking around trying to figure out why men won't show their emotions and why men act so nonchalant and why they act like they don't give a F about us, that is a prime example why. Because he's only 20. How you think he's going to be acting at 25 and 30? He's never going to give that side of himself up again, and we can thank, you know, a woman for that. But last but not least, I will say this. We have to start realizing that money does not change people. It literally reveals who people be before all of that. So y'all did all that rooting for Kya, and I'm still rooting for her success, but she's going to have to get it together, because the more she start talking, the more she start opening her mouth, the more we are able to see that she's not really a girl's girl, and the more unlikable she becomes. I'm really hoping she can get a team to grab a hold of her so that she can know what to say and what not to say, or just as quick as the fame found her, she getting ready to lose it, because her personality is not, it's just not, it's not mathing.